7 Mistakes parents who overparent make. As a parent, it's natural to want to protect your child from harm. However, when this desire becomes excessive, it can lead to overprotective parenting. Overprotective parenting can have a negative impact on children's mental health and relationships. Here are 7 signs that you may be an overprotective parent. 1. You don't let your child try new things alone. Overprotective parents often don't let their children try new things alone. They may think their child is too young and doesn't know the proper way to play or do anything. To make sure things do not go astray, they stay by their child all the time. For example, leave some random non-toy objects out for your child and encourage creativity by asking them to reinvent the object as something else. Don't take over the game. Let them design and enforce the rules. 2. You constantly worry about your child's safety. Overprotective parents often worry excessively about their child's safety. They may be afraid of their child getting hurt or kidnapped, so they don't let them play outside or go to the park alone. While it's important to keep children safe, overprotective parenting can lead to anxiety and fear in children. At a restaurant, you might be reluctant to let your kiddo go to the bathroom alone even though they do it at home and school all the time. Parents can ease into this transition by getting a table where they can see the bathroom. 3. You don't let your child make mistakes. Overprotective parents often don't let their children make mistakes. They may think that making mistakes will harm their child's self-esteem and future prospects. However, making mistakes is a natural part of learning and growing up. Children who are not allowed to make mistakes may become overly dependent on their parents and lack confidence in their own abilities. In Japan, it is not uncommon for children learning math to stand in front of the class and take half an hour trying different approaches to solving problems, all while the rest of the class looks on. 4. You don't let your child take risks. Overprotective parents often don't let their children take risks. They may think that taking risks is dangerous and could lead to harm. However, taking risks is an important part of learning and growing up. Children who are not allowed to take risks may become overly cautious and lack confidence in their own abilities. 5. You don't let your child solve their own problems. Overprotective parents often don't let their children solve their own problems. They may think that solving problems is too difficult for their child or that they need to protect them from failure. However, problem solving is an important life skill that children need to learn. Children who are not allowed to solve their own problems may become overly dependent on their parents and lack confidence in their own abilities. 6. You don't let your child interact with other children freely. Overprotective parents often don't let their children interact with other children freely. They may be afraid of bullying or other negative social interactions that could harm their child's self-esteem or mental health. However, social interaction is an important part of learning and growing up. Children who are not allowed to interact with other children freely may become socially isolated and lack confidence in their social skills. 7. You don't let your child experience failure. Overprotective parents often don't let their children experience failure. They may think that failure will harm their child's self-esteem, future prospects. However, experiencing failure is a natural part of learning and growing up. Children who are not allowed to experience failure may become overly dependent on their parents and lack confidence in their own abilities. In conclusion, overprotective parenting can have a negative impact on children's mental health and relationships. If you recognize any of these signs in yourself, it's important to take steps to change your behavior. Encourage your child to try new things alone, let them make mistakes, take risks, solve problems on their own. Interact with other children freely and experience failure as a natural part of learning. You enjoyed this video? Please take a moment to like, share, and leave a comment. Your feedback is greatly appreciated.